question to you is, what action steps, and we'll get to that, do you have to put in place now to get you where you wanna be when you go to purchase that apartment building?
Well, my goal is to save $1,500 a month. Let's put it to the side for right now. We have a 2-year duration here, and that will allow me to kind of put the adequate amount of money aside in order to do that.
And that's the financial piece, right? What's the legal piece? Do you need any kind of licensing? Do you need any kind of what accounting do you need to put in place?
Well, I'm connected with the real estate developer that has his own real estate company, his finance company, and construction company. So he has all of the legalities of it. Kind of taking me under his wing, training me, and bringing me to that point where he can show me how to.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I like that. So it's all about planning and putting in place those things so that you can have a map for where you want to get to. Relationally, we talked about being one of the things that I'm most passionate about is us as black men, and us as black men standing in the leadership positions that we're supposed to be in, being the leaders that God has called us to be, because we are leaders. And what is it that we need to do in order to get ourselves back into that position of leadership and understanding what leadership is, whether it's in the family, whether it's on your, in the position that you may have, getting your life where you want it to be. All of those things are part of you being a man, part of me being a man, and specifically a black man. All of us know everything that's gone on over the last several years, especially here in our city. I love our city, love Baltimore, born and raised here, grew up here. There's some magnificent, great things, great people here in this city, including us in this room. We are a part of this city. We are a reflection of this city. And we as men have to stand up when, and I'll say this, and I say it everywhere I go, that we are a reflection of this city when there are over 300 murders in this city. I'm gonna say that again. There are over 300 murders in this city. And we are a reflection of that. Because we know when the police out here look at us, we know that when the school system looks at us, they see, that's what they see. And what we're to do is to change the mindset and to change the vision that they see of us. How do we do that? We do that by being who we're called to be. Just being the leaders that we are. Stepping up and doing the things that we're supposed to do. That's being that man, that's manhood 2.0. And you're not going to get a lot of folks that will talk about manhood, because I believe, personally, a lot of people have miseducated us on manhood and what manhood really is. Growing up, we either got taught the wrong things or were around the wrong people. I know I have as well. I've been blessed. Yes, I did have my father in my life. Not as much as I wanted to, but he was a part of my life. And even the aspect of my life that he wasn't in, my mother made it a point to have positive male figures in my life that I could look up to, that I could see, to say, this is what you need to be aiming to be when you grow up. This is who you need to be a reflection of. Those things. So that's what manhood 2.0 is about to me. Now, you may have your own definition and others may have their own definition, but being a man is about understanding the leadership role that you play, accepting the responsibility that you have as a man, and stepping up and being accountable for being a man. That's taking care of children that you have. That means stepping up and doing that no matter what. No matter what. Because those children came from you. That's what that's about. Second thing I'm going to talk about is the fear factor. Everybody remember the show Fear Factor? Seen it on TV, where they had you doing like these outrageous, crazy things and everything like that. Well, some people talk about that acronym for fear. They say they have an acronym for it, which is, I can't even remember it now, but I came up with my own acronym, which was the opposite of what everybody else, false evidence appearing real is what they say. But I came up with something else that I just thought kind of reflected me, and I think differently. I don't think like everybody else. I tell people that. But here's what the fear factor, I call it the fear factor mindset is, which is facing every assignment relentlessly. Facing every assignment relentlessly. That means everything that you may write on that paper, and you'll see, I gave you 10 things, and you don't have to do it in here, but through the course of the next couple of weeks, going into 2018, I want you to really think about those things that you want to accomplish, and I call them assignments. What are your assignments for 2018? And you want to face them relentlessly. You want to go after them as if your life depended on it. You want to make sure that there's going to be nothing that will stop you from accomplishing that. One of my mantras for this year, everything that I've done, everything that I talk about this year has had the hashtag be unstoppable. And that's about my mindset this year, was to be unstoppable. No matter what I was doing, no matter what I was a part of, no matter what came my way, no matter what obstacles, I was going to be unstoppable. There wasn't going to be anything that was going to keep me from accomplishing what it was that I wanted to accomplish. So I did that, and I've been pursuing it all year, is to be unstoppable. For 2018, my mantra is be on a mission. I'm on a mission for 2018. I'm on a mission to be better than what I am. I'm on a mission to accomplish things in my business.
You said you had a hashtag?
Yes, hashtag
What was it?
be unstoppable.
I had a hashtag too.
Absolutely.
Mine was faith on steroids.
Okay. Why'd you where that come from?
Because I necessarily believe in myself and believe in something higher than me. Well, was always hold me down no matter what.
Right. Absolutely. And those are things that kept me going, and keep me going. What are those things that are going to keep you, that when the struggle gets hard, because it's hard some days. Some days you don't feel like doing what it is that you're supposed to do. I know I do. I don't feel like doing this. I don't feel like doing that. I'm not in it. I'm not feeling it today. But I always bring that back to me. Be unstoppable.
Mine is a part of our motto. Failure is not an option anymore.
I like that. I like that. I like that. So you want to find something that you can, that will be your kind of theme all year long, that you can hold on to, that you use in order to be able to get you where you want to be in 2018. So that's the fear factor mindset. And then, like I said, there's 10, I put 10 things in it, 10 listings, and you can of course have more if you want to. But I wanted to have at least 10, because I know for me, I had 10 that I knew, that I wrote down that I wanted to do, 10 assignments, and how was I going to go about accomplishing those assignments. And that's the last thing that's on there, is to take action. Develop your strategic plan in order to be able to accomplish what it is that you want to accomplish. How are you going to be able to do it? That's what I'm saying. What plan are you putting in place? Because my thing for anything that I do in business and even in my personal life, is specifically in my business. And I talk to other business, those that are looking to start a business or grow a business. But what I tell them is 3 things. You got to write it. You got to see it. You got to write it, and then you got to work it. You got to see it, you got to write it, and you got to work it. The see it part is the vision. What vision is it that you want? What is it that you're trying to do? That thing that comes to you that's just like, this is what I would do. This is where I'm trying to get to. This is what I want to do. Writing it is the plan. How am I going to get there? You can't get somewhere unless you know how to get there. You get in your car and you have to go to a particular destination, like on my way here. I knew the address, but I didn't know specifically that it was this building. I actually knew downtown, but I didn't know it was here. So what do? Put in my phone this address. What does it do? It gives me the GPS on how to get here. So what I have to do, I have to follow the directions to get from my house down to here. And there's a certain path that I follow in order to be able to do that. So that's what I do. I do the same thing in my business. There's a certain path that I want to follow in order to be able to get me to where I want to get to. So that's what you want to do in 2018. And I promise you, if you put in the work, and I don't know if y'all listen to, his name is Eric Thomas, I promise you, if you put in the work, something positive is going to happen. But you gotta do the work. You gotta do the work. It's not gonna be easy. Anybody that tells you that it's easy, they lying to you. They lying to you because it's not. This thing called life, I've learned is not easy. It's full of ups, downs. It's full of just anything that you can imagine. It's all a part of it. But the question is are you gonna be strong enough to where you overcome it, or you're gonna let it overcome you? So I'm not gonna keep y'all any longer. I appreciate you all coming out today, taking a little time to be able to listen to
what time is this
what
live?
it is that I have to say. I hope you
How
all
long is this live for?
have found this to be useful.
How long is this
I hope
live
that you
for?
all will take this, and like I said, those assignments at your leisure. Take those assignments and think about it and write a plan out
Time.
of how you're gonna be better in 2018 than you were in 2017. So my name is Leroy McKenzie Jr. and I am unstoppable.
Still got 15 minutes.
Huh?
Still got 15 minutes.
Oh wow!
So can we do this? Everybody seen the sheet, right? Everybody heard what he's. So do y'all mind maybe sharing your first assignment you want to assign to yourself?
Yeah, everybody, at least one thing, if you all don't mind sharing, you already kind of already did, because you talked about your, the real estate that you want to do. But is there anybody else that wants to share?
Well, no, let's just start at the end.
Okay.
Start at the end.
What's your name, bro?
My name's Tyrone.
Tyrone.
Slim.
Okay. Pleasure to meet you.
So January, I wrote in all the things that's according to scheduling already. January 16th, back to BCC for GED. March, I should be enrolling into a building maintenance HVAC that's over at Jumpstart, and so forth, put things in order.
That's cool. Awesome. How about you, brother?
Hold on. I think my man need a round of applause. Like those are like major steps.
Yeah, absolutely.
Those are like major steps.
Okay, nice to meet you.
I got, first I want to get my own house, then I want to get my driver's license unsuspended, and open up my own, car shop.
Oh, okay. You
I graduated automotive school already.
Oh, okay.
I just gotta get my license unsuspended, so I can, chase my family a little more.
There it is. Come on, y'all.
My first assignment is, get a car. Second would be how the street style. My second would be, I want to save us like $10,000 for it. I just wanted just in case. I do want to get married too. That's another assignment I want.
Okay.
I want to own the house. Matter of fact, I got a lot of stuff I want to do. I ain't gonna lie.
But that's awesome though.
I want to start a record label and build a studio and I got a lot of stuff. Y'all can't handle everything. I think about this stuff every day.
Well, if you had to say what was the first thing you wanted to do?
I want the car free.
All right.
Yeah, but he said it was tough.
So because a lot of times what people do is you have all these steps, they miss a step, and then they wonder why they stumble. So just focus on the first step, and then you can focus on the next one.
I got an order for it, but yeah, that's definitely the first thing I want to do. I feel like if I
got the car, I can do more. I feel like I can spend more time with my kids. I don't got to rush out for work and all that type of stuff. So that's my biggest thing I want to get right now.
So sounds like your assignment is you want to get a car, then you want to spend more time with your kids. That sounds like your top two assignments.
And get to work on without being tired.
But that's
the two things. That's my biggest thing right now. The two things.
all right. Hey, that's good right there.
I just set myself up financially first, and then working to set myself up financially. The goal is to, like I said, save as much as possible. My goal is by the time I get out here, maybe $15,000 to $20,000.
Absolutely.
I'm big one.
Well,
Big one.
yes, sir.
Okay. Well, some of my primaries are, I spent so many years, so much of my life, in and out of institutions, and like doing the wrong things, and I really didn't know how to live, so what I thought I knew how to live, that's what got me here. So like my primaries are to work on some of the records in my past, take baby steps on that, the expungement, doing the expungement piece. If I can't keep myself together, then I can't, get my kids together. I can't have the proper relationship that I want to have with them. I can't guide them like I want to. So I'm gonna do everything that was suggested of me. Things that I didn't do last time. Get a sponsor, work on my network. Do my meetings continuously, build up my support, use my coping skills, and like once I get in the habit of doing that, then I can work on take the proper steps to go to school and my career. So I'm gonna be a chef. So it's like I need to do my safe serve, and that ain't nothing but I think that's 10-week course. I got my diploma and all that. Just I can't be overwhelmed. So I'm just going take it piece by piece. So
Piece by piece, and that's all it was.
kind of like how to plan it out. Kind of how to plan it out.
Hey, let's not gloss over the last two, because what the guy said before you I thought was nice, was powerful as far as having that self control to be able to control his finances, to be able to build. So when being able to take everything you've done, and now it's a learning experience, and now you're able to learn from yourself and then build on. I think that's one of the things a lot of people are afraid to do. And I just, personally commend you for, being able to take that step. So, I mean, I applaud you.
Yeah, like running your own program is like, I was so used to my mother kind of like died when I was at a young age.
Right.
I was kind of like on my own, so navigating on my own. So, it's like, it's in and out of institutions. Rehab, detox and stuff like that, all the information that he gave me. I got the information, I just didn't use the information. So, it's like, I still wanted to do things my way. But, countless times, the result, my way didn't work. So, you got,
You hold this phone. I got to think somebody here. Downstairs.
And,
okay.
Our careers are going real good right now. So it'd be insane for me to think we have work for them, won't work for me.
Absolutely.
Now it's kind of like I got the vision now. It's like, all right, this is what I need to do. So.
Absolutely. How about you?
My name is Joseph Bond.
Okay, nice to meet you, Joseph.
First, I wanted to get closer to God. get into the word. Because this pastor told me one time to walk this life, God know his way. And I want to teach that to my boys. Just get closer with them, you know, so they understand the situation I'm going through with man, as mother was saying. I don't want them to think all relationships is supposed to turn out like this, especially the stereotype of black man, make a baby, gun, and all that stuff. Work out a little bit more. Learn. I just got a job Thursday, thank God.
Oh, cool. Congratulations.
Thank you. And I want to learn this job. You know, I really want this to be my last stop, and you know, this could be a career stop right here. And you know, save up some money. You know, get a car. You know, get a place, whether it's going to be buying or renting. You know, I mean, the lady that my kids stay with, she did a reverse mortgage. She said if you can pay off the reverse mortgage, which is, you know, this can be yours. So I mean, that's an option right now. You know, but you know, that's what my mind been cooking up right now. It's something to think about and something to shoot for.